Hey everybody, Chris here. In this video, we're talking about the Big 50 pump coming for Dogecoin. What is the Big 50? We'll explore that in a little bit. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that little notification bell. You can be notified when my new videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. And we'll be live next Friday at 5 o'clock. Yes, we have our end of the week live stream. Please join in, 5 o'clock East Coast time. Make sure you've got your notifications turned on. You can be notified when I go live. We expand our conversations, cover more cryptos. Interested to know what you think about all of this going on. So we get into a good conversation. But now we want to talk about what's going on with money and crypto, particularly Dogecoin. About a month ago, I made a video of why I think Dogecoin is better than the dollar. Need to check out that video as well, because that's kind of a precursor to what I'm going to be talking about today. But join in anyway. What's the Big 50? What am I talking about? Let's take a look at the charts and the news. I'll show you what I'm looking at. So we'll start here with the Dogecoin chart, just trading right under 13.5 cents right now, staying right above my May price prediction line, which is that white line here. Again, we'll talk more about that during live stream later on Friday. But this is good. I mean, for the past day now, we are trading sideways, better than the retrace and pullback that we have been experiencing for the past 8 days in a row. So this is recovery now, but we've got the bigger picture to look at here. Bitcoin staying above 59,000. This 59.4 line on Bitcoin was resistance. It was support from way back, became resistance, and Bitcoin is now trading above that. So that is good. What are we talking about here? Well, we're starting with fear and greed, right? Fear back for first time since October as crypto greed takes a back seat. Last week, we were at 72 greed. Last month, we were at 79 extreme greed as Bitcoin was moving up in anticipation of the Bitcoin halving. Bitcoin was over $73,000 a Bitcoin. And of course, we had Doge at 22 cents. So that pullback has brought some fear into the market. We're now at 43. Buying opportunities. That's what we talk about, right? That's what we talk about, is buying on the dips. Are you buying? Because inevitably, this is going to be going back up. That's what we're going to be seeing. Look, we have big inflation still happening in the United States. The inflation rate has continued and is actually moving back up. We would expect it after, the huge money printing that happened in 2020 led to the inflation in 2021, 2022. Thought in 2023 we were starting to get a handle on it, but in 2024 so far it's ticking back up, which means there's not going to be Fed rate cuts. That's being pushed off into the future. And the markets aren't happy about that. So we have that, but that also means that your dollar is worth less and less going forward. Bitcoin has outpaced the dollar nearly every year since its inception. This is why we crypto, right? As opposed to having all of your money with the US dollar. So the only times that Bitcoin price actually went down versus the US dollar in overall, sort of against inflation would be 2018, 2022, right? And the next is probably 2026. Again, this is the big picture of the 4-year cycles. That's what we're looking at. So with this increase that we've seen with Bitcoin here over the past year, we would expect that then to continue up again in 2024 or into 2025, but then probably retrace 2026. That's the bigger picture. But look, this is your US dollar. This is the buying power of the US dollar. Since Bitcoin was created, it just goes down and down and down. The buying power just continues to decrease. So if you've got your own money all sitting in the bank, you're able to buy less, less, and less. If we look at US dollar to Japanese yen, though, the Japanese yen is even worse. The US dollar is actually going up versus the yen. because the Japanese they're having a hard time with their currency. U.S. says they're going to try and help them out. So I don't know what they could do. Bank of Japan has got to figure this out. But if the people in Japan had just bought Jasmy, right, and held on to Jasmy as the Bitcoin of Japan, you'd be up. You would be up, and you would be much more stable than your own currency. I mean, that's why last summer, I was buying Jasmy, and we were buying Jasmy into the CrisPax DCA portfolio, which we will also talk about in the live stream, because we're up like 4 or 5x on our Jasmy. And if people in Japan had been buying that last summer as well, buying that Jasmy and holding on to that as opposed to the Japanese yen, they would be up even more. So that's kind of interesting to see what happens with the Jasmy going forward. We also have stablecoin growth. As stablecoins, looks like there's a huge stablecoin movement happening. That's always a precursor to large bull runs going forward. That means that the buying is in place with large stablecoin holdings ready to implement once this retracement is done and we start to see movement back up to the upside. That stablecoin growth, that will move into cryptocurrencies, and particularly the altcoins. That is what they're waiting for. Potential breakout coming. We also see this huge wallet growth that Sentiment is looking at. Big, huge growth in Toncoin, and that's all based on Telegram and Telegram wallets. But the next highest percentage-wise growth in wallets over the past 6 months has been Dogecoin. That's right, Dogecoin wallets. Huge growth in Dogecoin wallets. It's coming, guys. It is coming. But meanwhile, we still have traders, right? Liquidations. What are you doing? You're trading on leverage or you're shorting. You're getting burnt. You're going to get burnt. If you make it once and you make a good profit, it's like gambling, right? You're going to go back and you're going to do it again, and you're going to get liquidated again. Of course, we always look at those liquidation charts during live streams as well. Be careful out there, guys, with the trading. But, we also have like options. Like, will market sink on $2.4 billion crypto options expiry? Now, I don't understand all of the trading with options and contracts. But it's like people are not just buying and holding, right? The traders are trying to make extra money on crypto, which they have consistently done in the past. Those that trade and understand the way the crypto market moves, they do calls, options, leverage trading, etc. They know what they're doing. Be careful. We'll see what happens with this in the price. Generally, it doesn't always move things, but that's something to look forward to. But who is just now DCAing and buying, and it's Bitcoin, is Jack Dorsey. 10% on a monthly basis of Dorsey's block company, their profits are going to go into buying Bitcoin. So Jack is seeing what's happened with Michael Saylor at MicroStrategy, and he says, okay, I want some of that. So he's buying Bitcoin. I'm going to continue to buy Bitcoin every month. Every month, buying Bitcoin, DCAing every month. And he says, here's how your company can do it too. So he's getting out there and he's saying, look, not only is Michael Saylor doing it, I'm doing it, and you can do it too. And that's long-term holding, and that's just going to continue to grow. Bitcoin. Meanwhile, we have Ripple. We have XRP. Again, I call XRP the stable coin. Another 200 million XRP coming for May dumps. And this is why, right, like Ripple is a company making a lot of money and they're able to go to court and pay all these lawyers and stuff. It's off the backs of you guys buying XRP tokens. Be careful and watch out for that. But we want to talk about Doge. Doge, again, outperforming XRP and ADA. And a lot of this also is the wallets that we just talked about. The number of wallets that are being created, on-chain data, looking at the volume ticking up as well in Dogecoin trading. So we also have that coming forward. But what else with Doge? Look, Dogecoin mirroring price action that preceded massive bull runs in the past. Again, we've looked at Ali's charts, and you want to know what the big 50 is? You want to know what the big 50, this is the big 50 right here. This is it. And we've shown this chart before. But if you've got 13-cent Dogecoin and you're eyeing $6.50, again, this is the fractal from the previous cycle. If Dogecoin does this again, this is the big 50, which is the 50x that you can make from Dogecoin at the current price, up to $6.50. Again, we've got the past, right? This has happened 3 times. This is the 3rd time where we've had this descending wedge, start to break out, retest, and then go. Descending wedge, start to break out, retest, and go. What have we had this cycle? Descending wedge, start to break out, retest. We're in that retest right now. How long is this going to go? How long is this going to wait? Well, again, this is back on to Elon, because I think Dogecoin needs that catalyst to make that breakout happen. And this is X payments, right? So Christopher Stanley, he is the X payments chief information security officer. And what does he say? Look, this is all about X payments. They've got money transmitter licenses in now half of the US states. Elon said he wants all of the states before he rolls out X payments in its entirety, and says that will be done by the end of the summer. So Alex Finn says this will allow people to basically use X as a wallet. You can save and send money and crypto, meaning if people like your posts, videos, live streams, they can instantly tip you in money or purchase digital goods from you. Will open up for way more monetization. We could have tipping, which is the big Doge thing, right? Not just tipping, Christopher Stanley says. I can pull money into X, store it in my X wallet, send money to any X payments user. I think sort of Venmo at first. Then as things evolve, you can gain interest, buy products, eventually use it to buy things in stores like Apple Pay. The end goal is if you ever have any incentive to take money out of our system, then we have failed. You shouldn't ever need to take money out because you should be able to do anything you need on our platform, which would include buying crypto and using crypto. That is the bigger end goal that all of this is going to have. That's what we're looking at. So that's the big picture. When is this going to happen? Well, right now we've got Doge. Let's say Doge versus SHIB. This meme coin will lose big when selling wave hits. And we have had the selling wave, and there are many still believing that crypto is going to go down from here. That could happen. This article kind of goes through some comparisons between Doge and SHIB, but in the end, it is likely that Doge and SHIB will need Bitcoin to recover its bullish impetus before having a chance at recovery themselves. So this is what I foresee over the summer, right? Is that they're just going to follow Bitcoin. Because, again, Doge needs its own catalyst, and SHIB is now in that category as well. It is reasonable to conclude that SHIB is more likely to post heavier losses than Doge in the event of a large wave of selling. So Doge will hold its own better than SHIB if there is more to the downside. However, Arthur Hayes says the Bitcoin bottom is already in, and there's going to be a slow and steady climb back up, particularly through the summer. And another fun thing is like CZ, right? Changpao Zhao of Binance. He's going to be in prison for 4 months, which is the summer. So when CZ gets out in the fall, look out. That's when crypto's going to take off. We're going to be looking for this big, huge 50x for Doge. Could that happen? We don't know whether it's going to go at quite that rate, but that 50 is a big number, though, and it's something to look forward to. We're going to have fun with that. Right now, though, we've got Doge starting to move up, getting out of this sideways trading. So this is a nice sign to begin on our Friday. Join me in the live stream. We'll be following up on Dogecoin price action, talking about more cryptos. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about the big 50 here that I'm talking about. Are your bags packed? Are you ready to go? I think it's still going to take a little while, though. Got some choppiness to come. We talked about choppiness, right? That's going to be coming. But this is the good start we've got here. Give the video a like if you haven't already. Please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.